guys. So right now it is 2:45 a.m. It's April 7th. Basically I want to give y'all a story time and kind of like some, I wouldn't say advice, but like kind of sort of advice. So I remember a time where I had met someone and I truly genuinely thought that I really wanted to be with that person, and I literally wasted 3 years of my life like chasing this guy and trying to be with him so bad, and he wasn't with it. So I chased him for about maybe a year and a half before he finally decided that he wanted to be in a relationship. And like looking back at it now, like it wasn't that he wanted to be in a relationship, it's that he didn't want me to be with anyone else in a relationship. So our relationship was very toxic. It was a lot of arguing. There was a lot of hateful things said. There was a lot of not physical abuse, but definitely verbal abuse. I met him when I was pregnant with Amir. I was 2 months pregnant when I met him. And it was like the first time we met, we just like literally hit it off. Like just hit it off. I mean, like we were inseparable from that day after that. But I just started to like notice things about him that just didn't sit right with me. And some of the stuff I noticed was like, you know, whenever he'd get mad, he'd call me out my name, or he'd basically push me away. Like, you know, get away, I don't want to talk to you. And he just pushed me away. But no matter how many times he told me to leave, I continued to come back. And like looking back now, I ask myself, like, why did I continue to go back to this guy when he clearly made it known to me that he did not want me around? And to this day, I really still cannot answer that question, but I continue to go back, and sometimes God will put you in a situation for you to open your eyes. And it was times where I would even like be like, God, please give me a sign that this is not the guy for me. And he would literally put it right in my face, and I just look past it like, well, I want him, like, you know. And I'm sure any female can relate. Like when you think you love somebody, you will do whatever it takes to be with them. And that was definitely the case. I cut off friends for this guy. Like I cut off family for this guy. You know, I was like crazy about him. And it's like funny looking back now, because it's like, what did I see in him? Like what made me think that this was the guy I was gonna spend the rest of my life with? So, you know, he finally decided to ask me to be his girlfriend on my 22nd birthday. And I woke up to a text from him, and I was like so excited. And I said, of course, obviously, I said yeah. And we were good for a couple months. And then it's just, I started noticing the same routine, like the same things, the same hurtful words being said, the accusing me of doing things, you know. Whenever he got mad, he wanted to just block me on everything and delete me. And like, I just kept thinking to myself, like, that's not love. You know, an argument shouldn't mean that you just give up. An argument, you know, sit down, work it out, talk through it, get to know what's going on. Like, why am I so upset? What can you do to make me not so upset? And it's like he never would try. Like, he was just so quick to just give up. And we ended up breaking up. And you know, when I was around the time that we broke up was when I started to date Rashard. And you know, we definitely ended on a bad note, me and him. And I don't know, like it was just a lot. Like looking back now, that I feel like we could have worked through to prevent getting to where we are now. But you can't really try with somebody that doesn't want to try. Like if they want to leave, you got to let them leave. I mean, there's nothing you can really do about it. So, you know, me and Rashard dated, and you know, me and him ended up breaking up because he found out I was still talking to the other guy as well. And it was just like, after that, it was just all bad. But like, it's funny because now it's been 3 years. Like, it'll be 3 years next month. I met him May 1st. it'll be 3 years, and it's like now he finally decides like he wants to be with me. Now he finally decides that he wants to marry me. He wants to settle down. He wants to have a family. And it's just like, why now? Like, why 3 years later? Why all of these like heartbreaks later? Why all of these vulgar languages and mean words later? Like, now you decide that you want to be with me. Now you decide I'm the woman that you love. Like, I don't understand that. I mean, like, we both didn't have relationships since then. You've had relationships, I've had relationships, and it's like now you decide like it's the right time. And I tried, like I did, like I tried. It's not like I just gave up, you know. I tried to see it from his point of view. I tried to sit down and be like, okay, let's work it out. But it's like the feeling's not there no more. Like, it's just, it's not the same. Like, I don't, it's just, it's hard to explain it. Like, I don't look at him the same no more. Like, before when I used to look at him, I would get like this bubbly feeling, and like he would make me weak. And it's like now I just look at him and it's just like, like it's, I don't feel it. Like, I don't feel the same way. And I did pray about it. Like, I asked, like, am I just giving up too easily? Is there more that I should do? And like, honestly, I haven't received an answer yet, but in my heart, I feel like it's nothing else. Like, there's, I mean, I feel like that relationship is over with. It's, I mean, it's just 3 years wasted, but it's also 3 years of lessons. It's 3 years of hardships. Like, he did teach me a lot. He definitely taught me a lot over the 3 years. He taught me to don't let my guard down so easily. Don't let my guard down the first time I meet somebody. Don't be so quick to help others. Don't be so quick to like give your last. And this guy drained me. Like, he drained me for everything I had, and I just continued to push and continue to try and continue to be there. And it's like, looking at it now, like, he never did anything for me. Like, never did anything to help me, never did anything to help support me. But anytime he asked me for anything, I was always there. And basically the moral of this video is, don't be so vulnerable to people. Don't be so easy to say yes. Don't be afraid to say no. Like, if you don't even, like, it don't even have to be relationships. It don't have to be family. It don't have to be money. It's just anything in general. Don't be afraid to say no. If you just don't want it, say no. If you don't have it, say no. Don't beat around the bush. Don't wait so many years until you finally decide that now's the time where you want to say no. Don't be like me, because I waited too long and I wasted 3 years of my life. So, you know, keep your eyes open and just stay alert, because not everybody that you meet has your best intention. Not everybody that you're around wants to see you win. And not everybody that you think that you're with is who you're gonna end up being with the rest of your life. It may feel like it. You may be happy. You might get that bubbly feeling every once in a while for some years, but at the end of the day, no. Like, that's not, you know, that's not who you're gonna be with, probably. 9 times out of 10, you're not even gonna know their name in a couple years. And I just read something on Facebook earlier that had said, if you hold a man's hand and you get excited and eager and you get jittery inside, then you need to leave, because that's not the man that you're supposed to be with. But if you hold a man's hand and you feel calm and you feel secure and you feel safe, then you hold on to that man, because that's going to be your husband. And I'm starting to like realize now, like, as I get older, and because I have a son of my own, like, I would never want my son to settle. I would never want him to treat a woman the way that that guy treated me over the last 3 years. I would never want my son to put a girl through the things that I went through over the last couple years, because he put me through a lot. Like, he put me through a lot. It was a lot of crying. It was a lot of tears. It was a lot of verbal abuse. It was too much. Especially with me being pregnant. It was just too much. And then it's just, things won't change. It's never gonna change. So with that being said, you know, keep your eyes open. Pray about it. If you feel like that person is not the one, then don't force it. Like, don't force it. Because if you force something, it's never gonna work out. Things that are forced never work out. Things that are rushed never ever work out. You know, take your time, get to know that person. I've definitely learned that in my last couple relationships. Like, just because someone says that they for you doesn't mean that they're for you. So just stay alert, you know? Just stay alert. Stay positive. Pray, you know. It's a lot. But I definitely learned a lot over them last 3 years. I mean, I got his whole name tatted on me. Like, I was so stupid. Like, looking back now, I'm like, God, I was so retarded. But it's like, I was young, I was dumb, I thought I was in love. And you know, you do things. When you really think you love somebody, you do some stupid things. But, I mean, I can't do nothing about it now. I'm happy that I went through it because it definitely made me a stronger person. Definitely made me a stronger mother. Definitely made me a stronger woman. So, with that being said, yeah, just don't settle, guys. And if you feel like they not the one, then trust your gut, trust your heart. 9 times out of 10, your heart is always gonna be right. And more people need to start thinking with their mind. Stop thinking with other things. Because that was, yeah, that was definitely something else in a relationship. Like, I just tried to stay just for those reasons, and that's not good. Never stay in a relationship just because sex is good. Because at the end of the day, you gotta think, how many other people are they giving that sex to? Like, you know, sex is not everything. It's definitely not. Sex can get you in more problems than it can pleasure. Just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Stay alert, stay woke, and peace out, y'all.